So when it comes to booking objective,
yep.
should we first give them that VSL? Okay, watch this video. Let me know if this is something.
Not if it's in a conversation. I would just book them in for a call. So only time I would really use I'd use a VSL is if it's not in a conversation setting. So not if it's on DM or like WhatsApp or anything like that. If you've got them in a conversation, I would just try and send them a call booking link. You could, if you wanted to, have a Loom video maybe explaining your program a bit and like what you do to kind of prep them for the call. But I wouldn't necessarily do a VSL. I would, I wouldn't necessarily do that there. I think you're adding more friction. It's kind of salesy at that point. The goal of the VSL is to kind of warm people up.
Charlie, if I was to start a VSL, what would the budget be? Because right now on my booster post it's about 1,300.
Okay. So like if you were going to do, we'll talk about that. So if you're going to run a VSL, I would just run it on retargeting. I'd probably, do you know how many views you got on Instagram a month?
No, I don't think I checked that.
Okay.
I think at the top of when you go to the profile, it says like 400k.
Okay, so I would probably do something like £20 a day. And then what I would also do is this is in school in terms of how to break this out, but I would do basically just like a 7-day retarget. So you want to just target the warmest people. So the people who, for example, have seen your content in the last 7 days, engaged with content in the last 7 days. You would do like 7-day IG engagers, terrible fucking rhyme, and like profile visits. The other audience that does very well would be, you can target people who've watched over 75% of their reel. So 75% video viewers. For anyone who's running cold ads also, if you're boosting reels, this is what you want to target if you're running cold boosted ads.
Is that just off one post or is it all?
I would do it off all of them. So like anyone who's watched over 3/4 of a video of a cold ad, you can then retarget with a VSL. Like that works well. If you've got...
Sorry, so 75% video viewers, that is of any video under a specific video.
You can go in, when you set the ad up, you can select the videos you want. I would personally just select all of them. You could select an individual one.
If anyone watched anything over 75%,
They're warm. Yeah, so like this, but also why this works really well. Say for example, I've got reel one here, right? Let's say I'm spending £20 a day and we're boosting this out to like cold people who don't know who I am. This is pulling loads of people into our world. And then if we're going to retarget 75%, we're then just picking off the top people who are super bought in to try and book into a call. So like that's kind of an effective ecosystem to bring people into your world rather than running like a VSL like directly cold. I would just keep picking off almost like the warmer traffic.
With the video for the retargeting, is that like a testimonial one?
The best things that I see working right now are testimonial compilations, but then I would also do things that are directly calling out people's pain points. So like that's, with the VSLs, I would test a lot of different creatives so that when we filmed ours, I think we maybe filmed 30 ads and we made 4 VSLs that we're kind of split testing at the same time. So that's kind of how I would rather kind of overkill it. And then what happens is the Facebook ads are getting easier and easier and easier to run. That it will just optimize the whole thing for you. It's like Nick, he's gone anyway. Nick was saying he goes on Ads Manager every single day. It's like, dude, like you don't need to go on that often. Like you kind of just like procrastinating at that point. Like I would literally say you need to probably look at your ads twice a week. I look at them twice a week and we spend quite a lot. Like
For retargeting, Charlie, do you find it's warmer to target people who video viewers 75% or people who watch engage your posts the last 30 days?
Both of them are going to kind of be in the same audience, really, right? So you're going to pull from both. I would.
Should you test both?
Yeah, I've run both of them. You just split the budget.
Okay. Yeah.
The other thing would be like website visitors and email list you can retarget.
Yeah.
If you split the budget, how long would you let that sort of run to see what works best? 3 7 days or?
On retargeting, probably at least a week.
At least a week, yeah.
In any ads, unless you're spending a lot of money, I just let it go for a week. The only advantage to sometimes for someone to spend a lot, by a lot I mean is like 300 to 3,000 a day kind of thing, like a lot, you would be to get quick feedback loop because you want to try and get this thing to move. I personally would never recommend anyone do that because it's kind of a bit reckless in some respects, in my opinion.
Sorry.
Sure. You go.
Sure. Should we run the schedule objective for the retargeting or like bringing on the?
Yes, the retargeting should be for calls booked. If it's going to a VSL.
Yeah, that's based on. So if you're, say someone watches your ad, 75% of your website visits, 70% engagement. With the retargeting ads, when you just start retargeting ads, would you just do one ad? Or, I know obviously the best is if you do ads because you see you can't do time. Would you start with one retargeting ad? I guess it's basically like a book of calls. It's simple.
Yeah, I'd always film multiple because I would just test the initial hook. So if I talk about, say, like the ads we filmed, I filmed maybe 30 or 40, which is a lot, but then probably only 5 of them are actually getting any spend behind are the ones that are working. So then what I would do is I'll take these 5 ads and then, okay, cool. So these were filmed in my office. I'll then film the exact same script, or same hook, but like in a more engaging way outside, if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, cool. And we'll obviously say they come from relatively cold, rather than something that comes from an ad. Say they come from an ad, they add you for information.
Yeah.
With the retargeting ads, I mean, this is something I took thinking about basically was 2 ads. One would be basically introducing yourself because they never come across you.
Yeah.
It's a bit about yourself. And then the other one would be literally sell, basically.
So the sales one, so the different types of ads I would look at, and I would also, it kind of comes out and we'll talk about like the third thing. You can actually even think about the same from paid ads. If you're going to look at like running different ads, so the reason we're running, we have 4 VSLs, I'll explain why. We have one for people who are like very advanced in the business, people who are for beginners, and then we have 2 different variations of each of them. Now, why we have 2 different variations is because we have 2 different types of ads. So we'll have some that are paying, which will have like a negative hook. And then we will have some that are social proof based. So we'll have a hook and then it will like story tell about how this person did X, Y, Z. And you want to kind of do a blend of both because some people will be triggered by like, are you guy who's in Marbella and you're ashamed of how you look this summer? Some people will be like, this is how my client James got jacked, looked amazing or something. Some people are going to get pulled by different things. So you want to try both of those kind of different approaches. And I wouldn't suggest anyone to just kind of say it out of the way, but like if you were going to do this at a higher level, what I'd recommend is you then go to do, we have 2 different VSLs where the start of this one is like social proof because someone's coming from an ad which is talking about social proof, and then this one's paying. So then the whole thing's kind of congruent, if that makes sense. Any other questions? Yes, that's direct to bookable. But you could do the same thing even for like lead magnet. You could be like, use the exact same approach. Those are the 2 big things. It's either like human psychology, right? So you're either pushed by pain or pulled to what you want. So it depends on people's kind of personalities.
Getting away a lot more with just posting
Transformations?
on social media. That seems to have changed.
They've got very fucking slack with it.
Yeah.
I would. You've got a problem with Facebook at the moment. I would always err with the side of caution sometimes. Like, you'd like this. We made this ad. I came up with an idea, but it was sick, and it was like looked like a vial of testosterone with like 7-figure scaling systems logo, and like a syringe. It was like how to put your ads on steroids or something, or ROAS on steroids, and I was like, this is probably going to get like, yeah, maybe not. This could fuck our ad counts. I was like, looks sick, and I was like, it would.
Yeah, a lot of people watch.
Yeah, but I was like, it's probably not a good idea, so we didn't do it. But sometimes things aren't worth the problem. The
Transformation thing, what we found actually does work is try extra bits that we all have a transformation, and what it does work, it does get banned. It's basically you talk about this guy and you flash up the transformation.
Yeah.
That works. Just for a couple of seconds, it comes in, they see it. But if you literally
Not a second, yeah.
a couple of seconds.
He said before 4-second gap.
Yeah, I would just split them up. So it's that case study thing again of like, here's how Abdul went from working in the oil and gas industry, being over shape. He then started doing X, Y, Z, and this is how he looks now. So because what they don't want is like that together.
Now, if you enjoyed the clip, the huge thing that's happening right now is the AI revolution. This actual video and clip was fully clipped and posted by AI. No human being was involved. And this is exactly how you scale your business faster than ever before, is you use these types of tools. Yet most people are oblivious to them and don't even know how to do this. And if you're a business owner, a content creator, or a coach, and you want help in terms of how to scale your business using AI, ads, and all the latest technology that's going to give you an unfair advantage, hit the link at the bottom of this video. You can book in a call with us and the team. We will audit your whole business, show you exactly how we can install some of these systems for you. And if we think you're a good fit, we can show you what that looks like.